Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to part 3 of 100 drops. You guys smashed the last like goal, so I'm gonna set the same like goal, 1,500 likes for part 4. This part is crazy. It's definitely the best one yet, and I want you guys to please watch through it all. It's so good. It's so fun. All of these games were recorded in season 4. Thank you guys so much for the recent support. It means so much to me, and if you guys like this video, please subscribe. I'm so close to 13K, and we're gonna grind this month, and just enjoy the video. Peace out. All right. The first game, I decided to change up my strategy just a tiny bit. I'm still going to be going Nether, like I think all of these games. But I'm going to be trying to land on a structure. So I messed up my portal because I'm a bot. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to make a sharp 3 diamond because that is the second best strategy. Enchanted a bunch, was ready, and I'm already killing people. This guy, 140s, this guy was the perfect kill for me. So I ran at him, played aggro. Got a really, really good combo, and I just killed him pretty quick. He died with a lot of gaps and diamond boots. Saw this guy with the diamond pants, had to play aggressive on him because I just needed as many diamond pieces as I could because I didn't know what the Nether was that game. This guy had a crazy trap, but luckily I saw past it, and I got him in a really, really good cobweb. He also ate a god apple on me, which was a little unfortunate, but luckily we just killed him anyways. I saw another guy with the diamond chestplate. Like, literally all the kills were just coming in. The perfect kills that I needed with all the diamond pieces were coming in, and they were being perfect. Luckily, he only had a short sword, though, so... Got some good crits on him, and he's about to die. And ended up killing him. Now we're full diamond. We're anviling some stuff. Made a sharp 3 diamond, finally. My Ares Blessing just... I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. I was really confused, but it's okay. This guy self-webbed himself. I just kind of pearled on him. I don't know why. It was just like an instinct to pearl on him, but I ended up doing it. Killed him. And was like, at this point I was just so stacked. I was full diamond. I was just trying to enchant some stuff, trying to get some good loot. Had XP bottles, was making prop 2 and stuff like that. And at this point I knew that this guy was the most stacked player in the game apart from me, and I had to kill him. If I didn't, he was just going to stack up on kills, and eventually he was just going to become too stacked to be killed. So I just kind of played aggressive on him. My aim here was trash, so ignore it. But I used a speed 2 pot on him because I knew that if I killed him I would have won. This guy, props to this guy, though, because he put up a really good fight. I got a nasty head web, but he got a really good water off, but I was still on him. We were fighting in the structure with all the skeletons, so it was a little weird, but he ended up dying. Had so many gaps, had an Aglos, and at this point, this was just a weird... I don't even know how to explain what happened here. This was just... You guys are going to see. I'm just going to let the clip play, but this was just a weird segment of this game. I'm not going to lie. It was just so weird. Try to leave Nether. Another guy just like comes as I'm trying to leave. Luckily, the portal was like ended up being bugged. Like he came through, so he couldn't leave, and we just took a crit trade. Luckily, that armor that I made earlier actually did me so good. So we just went in. I popped the G head because he also popped the G head, and I was just still going in. I was still winning. Broke the portal to make sure he couldn't leave. He was not escaping me. Got a nasty head web. And I ended up killing him here. At this point, I was just so stacked. I was just killing everyone. And this guy with the Aglos was also just like LeBron James, Thanos stacked. I don't know where he got all this loot from. But we ended up having a really good fight. This guy like just did some crazy play, like getting across from there. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of shocked. I got a good drain on him there. And I just kept playing aggro because I knew I could kill him. The Aglos boosted away, but he kept going. In respect to this guy that he actually fought. Pop the G head. I'm going to just gap up here because I want to be safe. Got another good cobweb on him. I tried draining him, but he didn't water. This guy, I realized that this guy was so high, so I popped an instant health. Turned around, tried taking some trades. But he was really, really geared. I think his armor was way better than mine. Or his sword was better than mine. I don't know. It just felt like I was taking more damage. I just had to kind of keep gapping until the other G head that he had would pop, which I did eventually. I heard that he popped a G head, so I kind of hit him away and just gapped up. This guy was still just... He had so much momentum on me. He was cooking me a little bit, but he just had so much momentum, so I had to bring it back as much as I could. Luckily, I popped a normal head. I was just going in. I knew that I had him here because he was out of gaps. But this guy, like, good fight to this guy, bro. He put up a really, really good fight. Got the Aglos, and I was just kind of boosting on people. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to kill everyone. Killed that guy, made some more good loot. Found another guy. He was also just severely undergeared compared to me. Got him. And at this point, this was a really weird game. I'm not going to lie, because my game crashed. And I got super lucky. As I was logging back in, I was getting killed, but I luckily got back in time. This guy was also full diamond. He ate a notch apple, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go in because my stuff is probably still better than his. And as you guys can see, I was getting some good combos on him. Got cleaned by this guy. Was a little weird, but he had like literally nothing. So I was just kind of Aglos boosting on him. I don't blame him for cleaning. Had the flame bow. I tried hitting the shots. Luckily, I ended up killing him over here. He still dropped with a couple of gaps. And the last guy killed that other full diamond. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to go clean him and just end the fight, end the game. Because I was scared my game was going to crash again. And yeah. GG. That's game 21. All right. Game 22. Had a better strategy. Luckily, I actually didn't mess up my portal. Don't laugh. So just shh. No more laughing at me. But yeah. Went to the Nether, got the treasure bastion, uncontested. Prot 4 chest plate, got 3/4 diamond from it, got all the gold blocks. And yo, I'm not gonna lie, this game was almost as crazy as the last one. But at this point, I was already so stacked. I saw Kazi the Creeper here with the Aglos, and I ended up dropping him. But I don't think I got the Aglos from my memory. Chasing this Webanosa guy, he picked up the Aglos there, as you guys could see, and I was like, dude, I just have to focus him. So I started chasing him across the map. Eventually, I ended up killing him. I got his power 4 flame, and I got the Aglos, and at this point, it was just free kills. Killed this guy with Ender Bow, and then I got a block of diamonds. So I made full diamond, I made a diamond sword, I made everything I needed to make, and at this point, the game was already over. I was full diamond, I had Ender Bow, I had Aglos, I had every movement item in the game, and so I was like, I'm just going to go and kill everyone I see. And that's what I did. Drizzy here low. I was focusing him a little bit. Aglos boosted on him, and he ended up dying. This guy also had Ender Bow, but he died, so I just had double Ender Bow in my inventory. TP'd on this guy. Was just, like, again, I was just so stacked. I had a Prot 4 chest plate. I had, like, Prot 2 pants, Prot 2 boots. It was just so easy for me to just kind of play as aggressive as I wanted to. I had the Aglos too, and the Flame Bow. And as you guys could see, that guy stood no chance, unfortunately. This guy was actually pretty stacked. I don't know where he got all this loot from, but he was stacked. So I was like, you know what? I just got to kill him now. So yeah, this guy put up a good fight. We had a little bit of a fight. Was not hitting any shots. Don't laugh at me. He had that Midas sword too, which was hurting a little bit, but I made work. Was still kind of destroying him here. I had that G hit if I needed to pop it. Gapped up. This guy put up a really good fight, bro. I can't lie. Got the bow shot for the fire. We were still going in. I still was just so much higher health. And eventually, he goes down. Sharp 5 Midas. Made the diamond boots. And I TP'd to mid just to make sure I got the win. Got the gaps. Got the arrows. This game was just like such a simple game for me. This guy was also full diamond, but he just really stood no chance because of how stacked I was. Got a good shout out for the flame, and I just kept going in. He just could not hit me. I was low-key cooking up this game. This guy really low. He just logged off. He just kind of gave up. He was like, you know what? I don't want to play anymore. This guy was just full iron. He didn't really have anything that good. Got a good Aglos boost on him. Hitting all my shots with that flame bow, which was really good. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep shooting him because then my Aglos will come back. Killed him. This guy was also just pretty good. These guys were both pretty good. They were low-key teaming on me a little bit, but I don't blame them because I was so stacked, but I was like saucing them, bro. I hit it like such a nice web. These guys are just like literally not swinging back and they're just blatantly TV winning me. But again, I don't blame them for it. I just, in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, I have to kill one and then I can kill the other one fairly easy. And as you guys can see, that guy dropped. And then this guy also is going to go down soon. Got the pufferfish cannon too. So it was just easy pick'ems from here. And this guy had good armor, surprisingly, considering I had a sharp 5, a flame bow, and I was just kind of hitting at him. But he put up a really good fight. Got a good boost on there. And here he just stood no chance. I was just doing so much more damage. Got those nice shots with the flame bow. That's what you guys should do with the flame bows. You guys should abuse them. Basically, like right when you're rushing at someone, flame bow them. And yeah, that's game 22. All right, game 23. Still doing the same strategy. Went to the Nether very late. We're not going to talk about it. It's all good. I literally got nothing from the treasure bastion, which was like really, really unlucky. But I ended up going, mined a bunch of gold, and at this point, I literally had nothing. I saw this guy trapping, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, I'm probably going to lose this game anyways. I'm just going to try and kill this guy trapping. I'm just going to get my one. So I had 2 gaps. I had full iron, and this guy runs away, and then he's getting crit out by another guy. I'm like, wait, you know what? I can just kill this guy. He's a clean iron sword. So I'm rushing at this guy, watered myself, and he just didn't really know what he was doing. Like, he was kind of getting some good hits, but he didn't eat his gap didn't eat, and I just kept aggressing, and he ended up dropping with so many gaps. Went back for this guy in the trap because he literally had nothing, and I was like, you know what, I can probably just kill this guy. And I ended up killing him. I had to make another G to make sure I wasn't getting clean, and there was another guy. I hit this guy down, the guy I just killed trap. This was actually crazy, and this guy was just stuck here, so I was just critting his feet. He had so much good loot, and I saw that these guys were fighting in the cave, so I was like, wait, I just gotta clean this. That guy gets hit down, this guy is going for me. I saw that other guy was low, and I'm like, wait, hold up, I gotta chill for a second. I'm getting cleaned by another guy with the diamond chest plate. Kind of just taking every fight one by one. And I end up killing this guy pretty right there. Make diamond boots, have a diamond chest plate, so I went from full iron unenchanted with 2 gaps to half diamond with 2 G heads and 8 gaps. This was a crazy game. Went up to surface. Killed Mr. Dingus the duck. Got some good crits, and he missed that web. Got the kill, and I realized that I could make beehive blaster because the guy I killed before had beehives. I saw that random logged out guy. He ended up just giving me a good amount of loot, and these guys were also just not really geared. So I was like, okay, I gotta focus these guys. He pros away, and I'm like, okay, like I'm never gonna kill this guy, unfortunately. I get the bow shot. At this point, this was like the first time I've ever used Beehive Blaster, so I didn't really know how to use it, but it's really, really good. I heard the death lightning for this guy. He had actually like such beneficial good loot. You guys are gonna see after he ends up passing away because he really didn't have that good of armor, but the loot that he had was so overpowered. This guy came out of nowhere. He was just a one hit. I finally made my sharp 3 diamonds so late in the game, and that guy that I killed before had all the loot for Poseidon's Trident, so I was like, okay, I have to make Poseidon's. It's so good. And I got to mid. I got all the gaps, got everything that I needed to just kind of ensure my win. And yeah, this guy crits me on the back. This guy was stacked. I'm not going to lie. I remember this guy. This guy's also pretty good. Greater Angelia. He's actually a pretty good player. So I was like, damn, okay, I got to make sure I win this game. This guy had pufferfish cannon and he was laggy, so he was definitely harder to fight. And I was like, okay, I'm probably going to get cleaned, but I ended up doing really, really good against him. That's where the Poseidon Trident also came in use, and I ended up killing him. Tried getting the pufferfish cannon, but I saw that I was getting shot at by another guy, so I kind of ran. This guy had a really, really good bow, so I was like, okay, I gotta either try and kill this guy and then go for Greater Angelia or kill Greater Angelia, and I made the choice to just try and kill this guy. Luckily, I had pufferfish and I had beehive, so I literally just had both. Angelia came to clean, but I was like so good armor that I was fine. I riptided back on this guy with the Poseidons, and I just kept kind of focusing him because I really wanted his bow. I feel like flame bows are just so underrated on this server. I feel like people kind of look past how like good they are, but this guy is also coming in. He didn't really have that much like good loot, but I was just kind of waiting to see if I could drop a guy, like see what opportunity I could get. And I was still going for this flamebow guy. I really, really wanted this flamebow guy, and eventually I killed him. Unleashed comes in to clean. He has a fire sword, so this was a little hard. These guys were kind of fighting over the G head, but I was like, wait, I can just kind of crit this guy out. Not the G head, sorry, the normal head. And with this Poseidon's Trident, I was literally just kind of working everyone around the map. As you guys can see, I literally flew from like across the map to kill this guy. Sadly, my kill got tapped, but these guys were 2v1ing me. Again, don't blame them. I was really, really good as part of the game. But I had so much G hits that I could kind of just take as much damage as I wanted to, and I could play with it. This guy had flame and fire aspect, so I was like, damn. This is gonna be hard. And as you guys can see, these guys are just like kind of like playing side to side TV winning me. Again, I'm really geared, so it makes sense. I realized that I had to focus one of them, and I chose Unleashed because he was the less stacked guy. But it did suck because it was really hard to kind of take a 2v1 and win. But luckily, I ended up killing Unleashed here, and I was like, okay. I got a little cocky. I was like typing in chat and stuff like that. You guys should never do this. I should never do this either. I just got a little cocky. I was having a little too much fun. As you guys can see, I got 2v1 a while. Burbo did a good job of editing it out, but I got 2v1 for a while. So I was just kind of trolling these guys a little bit. Still realized this guy had a G-head, so I was like, wait, I'm kind of like throwing. I should probably like focus up and actually try to play the game. Luckily, when I did that, I was kind of starting to smoke this guy. Drank the instant health. Was just still kind of trolling a little bit, but was still kind of smoking him. My loot was just so much better, and I ended up killing him. That's it. Game 23. Alright, game 24. This one was a wild one. Again, went a little late. We're not going to talk about it. It's all good. Got to the Citadel late. Got what I could from it. Got a couple diamonds, couple gold, couple magma creams. And I went back to Overworld and I found the Ancient City. And this guy was literally getting killed by the Warden. And he died. And this guy, this guy was rich, bro. He had everything he needed. And I just made pretty good loot from it. Mined a little more gold, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to 0-0. And overcall here. Killed him. Got a bunch of gaps off him, and I was like, okay, wait, I'm just going to aggress. Killed another guy, and this guy with sickles, bro. If you guys don't know how good sickles are, just wait. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. Sickles, in my opinion, right now, are probably the most broken weapon. Like, they just do so much damage. And, like, this guy is kind of stupid for not maining the sickles. I don't think he, like, realized how good they were. But I think if he was, like, actually using the sickles on me, he would have killed me for sure. I hit this guy's horse somehow. And ended up fighting him. Was cooking him a lot. And he ended up passing away. Oh, I missed the lava. Never mind. I was going to say, I got a really good lava, but I missed it. Get cleaned again. But this time I was ready. Got a really good web. And I was like, wait, I don't know if I need to G-head. But he got a good hit. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to eat the G-head. Because I don't want to die with, like, all this loot. And I have sickles on the ground over there. Was smoking this guy a little bit. He got a good web on me, but I got a really good one back. And he ended up dying. Ended up finally getting the wither sickles that I wanted. And again, at this point in time, I didn't know how good the sickles were. So I just made a lightning sword. I didn't really know how to use them either. And I was like, okay, wait, I'm just going to like figure out how to use these. And I was like, holy crap. So you guys can see, again, I didn't really know how to use them here. But, yo, these were crazy. Yeah, I'm just going to let the clips play, like with the sickles. But again, I had no idea how to use these at the time, so don't laugh at me. But I'm just like spam clicking, and I'm like, look how much damage. We were playing Hypixel UHC instead of Hoplite UHC, bro. Like this was insane. I was just literally I spam clicked this guy to death.
I'm so laggy too. It's just over, man. Wait, who is this? Flowtives? No.
I don't think this is how you use the sickles. I still don't fully know how to use them. But okay, this almost was stupid. I almost died, but I just spam clicked this guy to death with the sickles. It was actually just insane. He died with a G-head, and yeah, no, sickles are just they're fun, but they're so broken. It's like Dragon Katana all over again. This guy with the flame bow was just being a little annoying, but it's okay. Not that big of a deal. Hit a punch flame. He was just punch bowing me back, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to kill you, bro. Got a crit with the sickles. And I was like, okay, wait, maybe I should just use the Ned sword. I shouldn't have. I should have just kept using the sickles, but it's okay. He ended up passing away. Was dropping this guy with the sickles. He was feeling the wrath of the damn wither sickles of how good they are. You know, he ends up getting screwed over a little bit by the puffer fish. Was just spam clicking him a little bit. As you guys can see, I'm just literally doing so much damage, just spam clicking him, which doesn't make any sort of sense. But, you know, we love Hoplite, so. Got a good combo on this guy. I got cleaned a little, so it was a little unfortunate. got some good hits on him and was like doing really well against him. I was kind of proud of myself with the way I played against him. Again, I was just more stacked, and the wither sickles were just way too broken. He ends up dying. He died with a lot of gaps, and yeah, that's it. That's game 24. All right, game 24. Went to the Nether again. Was so ready to win this game. Went to the Citadel, got the Citadel, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go to 0-0. And this guy had the wither sickles again, and I was freaking out in my mind. Look how much damage I was taking. This guy was hitting me once. I was hitting 5 times. He ended up dropping with the sickles. I go up in a sky base because I was trying to brew pots, and this guy just for some reason really wanted me. Could not tell you why, but again, had to give him the power of the sickles of how good these were. Dropped him. Getting clean though. But again, sickles are just too broken. I was using the short sword here because again, I didn't realize how good the sickles were, but I was cooking this guy. Gapping up, and then I'm using the sickles. Killed him. Made a light net sword again. I don't know why I made a light net sword when I had the sickles. It was just such a time waste, but was dropping this guy. Had to eat a G-head. I should have just kept using the sickles, but he ended up dying. I got a totem of undying, and then I just enchanted a bunch here, made all the stuff that I needed to. And I was like, okay, wait, I'm just going to use the sickles. And then he just drops.
Guys, mind if I third party?
Getting cleaned by this guy. He also had a light net sword.
I get that.
Was just smoking him. He just quick dropped. This guy had a fire sword, so I'm like, ew, I'm going to have to target the crap out of this guy because fire swords in this are so good. I'm just spam clicking him because, again, I just did not know how to use these weapons, and I, like, somewhat do now, but when I started critting, I think this is when I started realizing, like, I'm supposed to crit with them and not actually just, like, spam click. Got a punch boost on myself. I've actually taught myself how to punch boost in this version now. And yeah, as you guys can kind of see, I like realized how I'm supposed to use the sickles, but I'm supposed to also double click. So I'm supposed to hit and then double click. So it's interesting. It's weird, but I'm sure I'll learn it perfectly one day. This guy got cooked. Dropped him. Was just so stacked. Made a diamond chest plate. Put prot 3 on it because I got it from the Air's blessings. This guy, I don't know what this guy was doing. I was just kind of trolling him. I wanted the bees to kill him, but the bees weren't going aggressive. And the bees just like were aggressive on him, and then they just stopped. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna kill him. The bees hit him again, and he started running. And I ended up killing him with the puffer instead of the bees. He's a beehive blaster. I was trying to bow boost on this guy, but it was not working until it did. Got a good hit with the fire sword. And I dropped him before he could land with the underbow. I made sharp 4 fire spec. And at this point, like, the game was just like, yo, GG, bro. I have fire spec, I have pots, I have sickles. I have everything I need to win. Missed the puffer because I'm a noob, but it's okay. Luckily I had speed, so I could just catch up, and he ended up burning to death. Saw another guy jump in a cave, so I just kind of used the beehive, and he just kind of gave up. And he gave me, I kind of regret throwing out the net sword, he gave me a sharp 5 book and a fire spec book, because he was just going to die anyways. So I really do wish I kept my net sword, because I would have just made sharp 5 fire on a net sword, but it is what it is. This guy popped the G-head right at the last second. He was almost going to die. But, again, I was still so stacked with the strength, and the sharp 4 fire was doing so much damage. I was just running through literally everybody. I got a nice little punch boost on myself. I'm actually, like, really, like I said, I'm learning how to do it consistently. So I feel like that's going to be really broken when I, like, actually learn how to do it. This guy Igloos boosted away. I tried doing it again, and I got it again. And I pearl blocked him with... like, I don't even know how. I ender pearl blocked him, and it was awesome. And this guy just kind of stood no chance because, like, yeah, you guys can just see my hotbar. And yeah, that's game 25. All right, game 26. Again, going Nether. Look, I don't want to hear nothing in the comments. I don't want to hear no complaining. Look, I told myself that I would stop going Nether when I lost. And I haven't lost yet, so I have to keep going Nether. So, honestly, this was when fortresses were like still okay. Fortresses are still really good, but I'd say right now they're even better because you don't need a blaze rod to make magma club. And so this game I just got magma club and I made pots, and I don't know what it is, but every time I make magma club and I make pots, I lose. So in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, I've already lost this game, but I guess we'll see. I was cutting this guy out with an axe because he was playing a little annoying and I needed him to die quickly. And with the magma club, he wouldn't die. I ate a gap just to make sure if I get cleaned, I'm fine. He's just kind of full blowing me. I don't blame him again. I'm so stacked, but walked in that lava because I'm a noob and he was on half a heart. Luckily, he messed up his running a little bit. Killed him, made a G head. And I was like, okay, I just need to W key this guy. Killed him without eating the G head, but I got cleaned. So I had to keep going, and I was like, okay, wait, I gotta just keep fighting, because that's what, like, this is happening. I have to just keep fighting and keep killing people. I have strength and speed. I could probably kill everyone. Got a good crit. Got him on fire. Dropped him. Made some of my Ares blessings. I got a fire aspect on an Ares blessing, so I was like, okay, wait, I just gotta make some good stuff. Made sharp 2 fire, and I just kept going. I was, again, so stacked. I had speed, strength, and I just needed to kill this guy. He ended up missing his cobwebs. I got cleaned by this guy. And I was like, wait, I could just keep going in, honestly. At this point, my speed and strength ran out, but I could have rebuffed it at any time. I just didn't realize. And I, like, was kind of cooking this guy. I got a little scared because he was doing a lot more damage than me, but I was like, okay, wait, I just gotta go in. And then he ends up dying. Just shows how broken fire swords are. Got a Prot 3 book, put them on the diamond boots, made an Aglos because I can. Just was rich like that. I repotted up, and I just kept going for people. I just had, like, maximum movement. With Aglos, like, it just makes the game so easy. Just moving around like that and just kind of playing with how you want. Killed that guy. This guy was just not really the best player, so he also died pretty quickly. Killed him. Made the Aglos. Or not the Aglos, the Agony. And this was a new moment. I don't want to hear any... Okay, I don't want to hear anything in the comments. I was so mad at myself because I worked so hard to make that Agony and I just chucked it like an idiot. I was so I let all my anger out on this guy. I was so disappointed in myself. Like, that was actually like a top 5 noob moment in my like Minecraft career. This guy again kind of stood no chance. And this guy also kind of stood no chance. I feel bad for all these players because they all put up decent fights, but my loot was just so much better. And I was just killing literally everyone. This guy also ate a god apple, which was a little concerning because he wasn't taking damage. But luckily the speed and strength came clutch. He dropped with a G head. And as you can see, this guy also just didn't really put up much of a fight because of just the OP fire sword. He had a good cobweb though. I will say the people in Hoplite hit really good cobwebs. Like, some of them hit like the nastiest cobwebs ever. This guy on a horse with Beehive Blaster, I was like, okay, this is what we're dealing with today. Aglos boosted on the horse, killed the horse, and he also just died in like 2 hits. This guy also died in a couple hits, but he dropped with a G head. And at this point in the game, I'm like, okay, I'm just stacked. I'm just going to go run around and kill everyone. I didn't even go to mid this game. I was just literally running around killing people. That guy just had nothing. I Aglos boosted on this guy. He just also died pretty quickly. Sharp 4 fire and pots, like, you can just see how much damage people take. It's ballistic. Oh, this is Boa. This is one of my streamer friends. If you guys don't know Boa, go check him out. He's a good dude. He streams a lot. I wanted to make the fight fair because he was streaming. I didn't realize he was in my game until, like, it was way, way too late. And so I was just like, okay, I'm just going to kill this guy. I'm going to give him some loot, and we're going to have, like, a good final fight. He put up a really, really good fight, considering I had 4G, had 16 gaps, like, all this stuff. And we both agreed to not use, like, he had Pufferfish Cannon, I had Beehive Blaster, but we agreed not to use it on each other. And yeah, this was a really, really good fight. I'm just going to let the clip play.
Oh, weird.
I also didn't mean to drop the G head there, so just ignore that. I was just, again, new moment for me this game. And I got some really good hits at the end. Got him in the border, and I ate the jib, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna end it now.
He crashes and I get the win.
Also, he broke the first rule. We
I-
made the agreement
I-
of not using the poison weapons, but he used it first, so I used it back. And yeah, GG Bo, good fight, bro. And yeah, that's game 26. Alright, so game 27. I am still going Nether. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. I'm winning my games, okay? I'm getting my ones. So, I went to the Nether. I got the Bastion super late. I really got nothing from the Bastion, so it is what it is. And I found Kirisa's loot in the Nether because he died with Enderbow. And so I went in the Nether and I found it because he told me he was in the Nether. He just didn't tell me where. This guy was from Antarctica. Like, I'm not even lying. You guys can see how laggy he is, but it's okay. I ended up Enderbowing on him. Thank you, Kirisa. Noob died in the Nether, but I got all this loot, so thank God. Got the diamond leggings, made the magma club. I'm trolling, by the way. Kirisa's a good dude. You guys should go say hi to him every time you guys see him in a game. He's a super nice guy. Got nothing from the from the Ares blessings. Was killing this guy with magma club. Had a bunch of gaps, bunch of G heads. Dropped him, and I enderbowed back into another fight. I saw these guys fighting. I love enderbow. It's actually just such a fun weapon to use, and it's just so broken. You can like literally just do whatever you want. This guy put up a decent fight. He tried coming back after I cleaned him, but fortunately he didn't really have anything. I got a god apple from the thing. And okay, so if you guys are questioning why I have the diamond armor in my hot bar, at this point of the game it was really early, and if I went full diamond at 0-0, like no one would have fought me. This guy came back and I put on the full diamond again to clean. Like this guy cleaned me and I put on the full diamond. I chased after him later. I got the Aglos, killed this guy from earlier. And again, I was just acting like I was wearing One Piece. And I saw Dragonet. So Dragonet was really stacked. He had a lot of good loot. So I ate the god apple. Like this was like a make or break fight. So I ate the god apple on him. And he had Mjolnir and a Midas sword, but he wasn't using the Midas sword. So I was like, okay, I just kind of have to like kill him. If I kill him, then I win this game. So I ate the god apple, started going in. And you guys are going to see what happens. He hits a good hit with the Mjolnir. Aegis was back on him. I'm still just kind of holding the pressure. I still have G-heads. My aim went to crap there. Ignore it. Ate a G-head. And I was still going in. He also popped a G-head, but he ended up dying. And just with so much healing, have Mjolnir, have everything I need. And yeah, I think you guys can kind of assume what happens next in all of these fights. I have Mjolnir, I have Aegis, I have Enderbow. I have 31 gaps. It's just one of those games where it's just unwinnable for everyone else. Enderbow to mid. I got the gaps, some of the diamonds. Was just trying to make sure no one else could get them. Got a good hit with the Mjolnir. Killing this Digi guy. Was cooking him a little bit. He unfortunately died because he had nothing. Got this guy with the Mjolnir and the Aglos. And wow, you guys can see the melee Mjolnir is just so broken. He did so much damage. I saw these two guys fighting. They had nothing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to end this game. This guy put up some good fight. But GG, that's it. That's game 27. Alright, this game was a crazy one. We went back to the Nether. Okay, again, if I see any comments, I'm going to be pissed. Went back to the Nether. I got all of the bridge bastion, or not all of the bridge bastion. I went for the gold, and someone else went for the lodestone. And so I decided that I was going to talk this guy into trading the lodestone for 6 blocks of gold. So I had 9 blocks of gold, and he had no gold but the lodestone. So I ended up making a trade with him. I instantly made the Mjolnir because I had the diamonds for it. That's why I wanted to trade for it. And yeah, you guys are going to see. This game was a crazy one. So, killed this guy, and my game froze. Like, literally just full froze. This guy was critting me out. The guy I traded with was critting me out. I had to kind of reset the fight. And I was just getting severely drained. Was hitting some good bow shots. Was kind of just making sure, like, I was just kind of scared because my game felt super laggy. Cleaned this guy. He died with a couple gaps, and I dropped the head like an idiot, and I'm just getting cleaned. I was just taking so much damage. These fights were just drain fights. They were not good fights. And I went for Winster because Winster is a good... If you guys don't know who Winster is, they're a really good player. There's someone like that will do good in solo games if you don't take them out. So I had to take Winster out really early. I kind of focused him a little bit, so sorry, Wince, you're a good dude, but I had to take you out. Got a good Mjolnir hit, was just still going in, and he died, but I didn't get the gaps or the head, and I just took a super drain fight. I'm not gonna lie, I should have died here. I was low-key getting a little teamed on, but I got out somehow. I don't know how. I had no healing, I had nothing, and I took a really dumb fight with this guy, and I killed him somehow, but I really just had nothing. I had no healing, and I went to the Nether, and I took a gamble, and I got the backups. So these were the backups in the Nether that had 2 blocks of gold, and those backups like literally saved my game. Found this guy in the Nether, killed him. He died with so many gaps and so much golden nuggets. And this guy, I should have died. This guy bed bombed himself, and it should have. He tried getting me with it, but somehow, some way, I lived. I don't know how. Don't ask me. And someone killed the Ender Dragon, which was interesting. And this is why this guy's biggest mistake, was giving me the Mjolnir. So this guy was full diamond, so stacked, unkillable. I didn't want to eat the G head, but I was on half a heart. I was just, I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait and just pop the totem. So I popped the totem. This is sometimes a viable play, because if you don't have that much healing, as you guys can see, I didn't have that much. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to let the regen run it out. And that's what I did. Ended up getting the clean on this guy. Was ready to melee. Was still not that great of health, but I was like cooking this guy in melee.
I'm cooked. These motherfuckers, dude.
And eventually I got him with the Mjolnir. Burbo cut a lot of it out, but I was Mjolnir spamming the absolute crap out of him. Because again, he was so stacked. I just had to kill him.
What the fuck?
Excuse me. So Jack is just skybasing. This is also one of my friends. He's also a pretty good player. I had to take him out because I didn't know what was going to happen if I left him alive in the deathmatch. I didn't know what other people had, but I had to try and kill him as fast as I could. I was getting some good lavas on him. And I did kind of just destroy him here. Yeah, and I got the hit with the Mjolnir. I missed it because I'm a noob. And I got the bow shot on him, luckily. Got 12 gaps, 1 G head, a Mjolnir, beehive, and I was like, you know what? I'm just ready to win this game. Got a really good lava on this guy. He ate a G head, but I was still kind of playing aggressive because I could. I was just kind of cooking everyone this game. I was really proud of myself for how I played. Tried shooting the beehive there because, again, the beehive was still really new at this point, so I didn't really know that much how to use it. But it was me and this guy, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I thought this guy was cheating. I didn't know for sure, but just the way it felt, it looked like this guy was cheating. He wasn't that high ping, and it looked like he was literally just like bee-hopping around. And he just hit like every single crit, and I was like, okay, wait, I'm actually going to die to this guy. So I had to back up, Mjolnired him away, kind of reset the fight, got another Mjolnir hit. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys thought this guy was cheating, by the way. I don't know. It was really weird. He could have just been really laggy. I see now that he was on 140 MS, but who knows. And he ended up dying. And that's game 28. Alright, so this game landed on a structure. And I was just ready to win this game, bro. I was like, you know what? I'm about to win this. I'm about to go crazy. And went to the Nether late. I got the vault room. And I could not find a blaze rod to save my life. I killed like 3 or 4 blazes, and the Warden just was mad at me for some reason. Don't know why. There was a wither skeleton in there, or there was a normal skeleton in there. I got all the loot, ran out, and I made a reactor core to make the pots. So I had to do this because the reactor core is a guaranteed drop of whatever it is, so usually blazes. Made my pots, and I got a really, really good clean. And I just kind of went from there. So this guy dropped. This guy came back in trying to kill me. Killed him too. This guy had a fire sword, so this was a really good early kill. Luckily, the speed helped me a crap ton. Got him in lava. And I ended up killing him. Got the fire sword, and I used that as a main sword for now. Got a sharpness 3, and I instead made a sharp 4 diamond sword. As you guys can see, that was a long process. I saw this guy, he also just had a fire sword. And yeah, oh my god, this is the game I'm thinking of. Okay, you guys are going to see that this game, I think, was the craziest game I played in the entirety of the 100 drops. But I'll show you guys that after. So, I ended up kind of aggroing this guy a little bit. And if you guys can hear that noise faintly in the background, This guy dropped at the G. If you guys can see that noise, the Warden. So this guy had the Hypnosis Staff. So if you guys don't know what the Hypnosis Staff is, it's basically you can control whatever mob you want. So, lucky me, the Warden was broken. Or it was like half broken. It was still kind of aggressing on me, but it wasn't like fully sonicking on me like the long distance. I saw that this guy had skeleton pants. That's the only way you can counter these. And I tried going back and wrapping around for it, but this guy would not leave me alone. So I'm like, okay, I have to like somehow kill this guy. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm kind of trying my best. This Warden is messing me up because I'm literally blind. I got the BI blaster. I got the BI blaster. I got the skeleton leggings, and I'm like, okay, I have to play aggro on this guy because I'm not gonna kill him otherwise. He ends up running away with Aglos. He has Poseidon's Trident too, and I'm like, yo, okay, like these mobs should not hit me. So luckily they weren't, but the Warden was still being a little weird. I don't know what it was. This guy jumped in a cave on a guy, and I was like, okay, this is the only way I'm gonna kill him. I hit him in the cave, killed him, and I'm getting cleaned by this guy. He's getting crit out by the Warden. I'm like, wait, okay, I just have to focus this guy because the Warden is just like on my side for some reason. And I was looking for the Warden to make it mine, and then luckily I found it. He was about to Sonic on me, and I ended up hypnosing sassing it. I killed the Warden because it was bugged and it was giving me blindness. So I was like, okay, there's no point in me even having this. Ended up killing this guy. He was running to a trap really far out and really late, but it doesn't matter. Drank my last set of pots. Ended up killing this guy. This guy was also just really undergeared. My sword is just really, really good too. This guy's dogs, bro. They were doing so much damage. I was like, dude, what the hell is going on? Was getting some good combos on him. Was doing really good against this guy. But again, these dogs, bro, they were just doing so much. I was like, wait, I'm about to die, bro. Chill. Ended up killing him, luckily. This guy tried cleaning me, but I had to eat my G again. Dude, I almost died twice this game due to like just me not G-heading and healing. This was just such a like noob part on my mistake. And yeah, this guy just had nothing. The pufferfish was just kind of killing him. And he ended up passing away fairly quickly. And GG. That's game 29. Alright, last game. This game was fun. I just mined a crap ton of gold because I could. I had an opportunity. I went down really early. So I mined a crap ton of gold, made my portal. I went pretty late, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I got to the Citadel and I got the vault room. Was just mining some gold. There was some stuff for pots. There was just everything that there was. The Warden was just there. I actually jumped out of my chair. I was so scared. Mined some diamonds. I went back to the Nether because I was like, wait, I'm just going to rush sickles. And I ended up getting good RNG, and I got the sickles. And, yo, this was just, it was so easy with the sickles. This guy was sitting in horses while getting crit out so he could heal. But ended up just still kind of cooking him. He ended up dying with a bunch of gaps. Fought another guy. My aim was a little trashier, so let's not worry about it. Getting cleaned by another guy. Was literally about to kill this guy too. Killed him. And this guy backed up, healed up to full, but I went back in. Killed him. Got it. Was getting cleaned by Willumi. Was smoking him a little bit though too with the sickles. They were just too good. I was just trying to make sure he wouldn't get me in a cobweb. And he did, luckily for him, but he ended up dying. Got some good stuff from the Ares Blessings, which was a nice change for once. I got a really good drain on this guy, and I was just kind of destroying him. He had a Midas sword and all that stuff, and I was just kind of smoking him. I got hit in the cave by the dogs. This was really unlucky, but luckily I caught myself in the water, and he jumped back in on me. And again, the sickles were just too broken, so I was going crazy. Hit him down the cave, landed the MLG, and was just kind of going crazy. Ended up killing him with so many gaps. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to main the Midas sword. Feel like it would be cooler to just use that, and I could probably get like a sharp 10. He prolled away. I ended up chasing him a little bit. I found this guy's trap, and I decided to break it. I decided to grief the trap, or as much as I could, and this guy was not happy with it, so yeah, he was really dead set on trapping me, so I ended up griefing his trap, because like, why not? And, yo, I'm sorry to all the trappers. Okay, don't hate me. I respect you guys, but I had to do it. I ended up killing this guy, was getting cleaned, and I was just kind of smoking this guy too. Dropped him, and I had a trident, so I was just kind of spamming it, killed that guy. And at this point, I was like, yo, I was ready to win. I had everything I needed. This guy had an elytra, but I ended up killing this guy. I had agony at 36 gaps, ended up dropping that guy. Everyone was just like really undergeared compared to me, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of go in and go crazy. This guy pearled, and I was like still just kind of going crazy with the flame bow too. And yeah, you guys thought I would not. You guys thought I wouldn't say Katniss Everdeen, but look at me go! I was actually Katniss Everdeen there. Killed another guy. This guy was also just full iron, and this guy really wanted to kill, but I wouldn't let him get it. He died. Killed this guy too, and the guy with the elytra was low key going a little crazy. But I just had a god apple. I had everything in the world. I had a agony. I had like sharp 8 or sharp 9 Midas. Like I had a crazy Midas, and unfortunately for this guy, I missed the agony, but it ended up not really making a difference. He had fireworks and was missing all my hits. We don't talk about it. He lands back up in the sky. He tries landing on me. This guy tried everything he could to win, but unfortunately for him, he just could not. And that's it. Game 30.